Wearing merchandise of a politician everywhere you go is weird. You can do whatever you want, but I probably will distance myself if you throw on a blue or red hat with a political slogan. There is a time and place for a political discussion, and I just don't really think a McDonald's at 8 a.m. is that time or place. And it guarantees you'll seldom be approached by someone from the other team, at least not without some confrontation. I can't believe that some businesses signal their views this way, automatically alienating half of their possible customer base. Basing your entire identity on a politician is pathetic and sad. It is weird. I think we saw a little of an uptick in it with Obama, but nothing like the level it's at now. Americans mistaking/exchanging politicians with celebrities is the weird thing here. I haven't heard from my president in weeks. Probably nothing important is going on, or he is handling it. If he fucks up, I'll hear. I don't know if he has a dog or how many children. It should be that way everywhere. Nonsense. Insert politician here is going to save America from communism or fascism and instantly make 350 million people all agree with one another/s. Right? It feels a little cult. Why? Holy shit, there was one time in my high school when this girl came in completely covered in Trump merch. It was honestly impressive how much MAGA she tried to put into one outfit. Later that day I was in the library and I heard her saying to a friend, "I honestly don't know why everyone is looking at me so weird. It was ridiculous. There's this guy I see every day on the way to pick up my dog from daycare. He rides a Harley with an American flag upright on one side and a Trump flag on the other, and they're not small flags. They're full-sized, attached to poles towards the back of his bike. It's bizarre how your political affiliation is a personality trait for so many people. And yes, I would have the same interpretation if it were a Biden flag instead. Yeah, at the end of the day it's just politics, it shouldn't be your whole life. And I'm going to be worried about you if you have more than 2 pieces of a politician's merchandise that you wear casually. I was at an aquarium yesterday and saw a couple and their 3 to 4-year-old child totally geared out in political merchandise, shirts, hats, etc. Somehow I feel like they were fishing for reaction, seeing as we were in an area predominantly populated by minorities. But seriously, if you're gonna wear that, keep your damn kid out of it. They don't know what any of it means yet. It's funny how Americans see politics as a football match, and they don't know a thing about it, but they love to be a part of it. Go blue. Go red. The sticker in the car is okay. But holy fuck, don't get Trump's official underwear merch. Here in Mexico is not that weird, we even use them as pijamas since most of them are cheap t-shirts. We can also use them as pieces of cloth to wash our cars or even for our pets XD. Yes, why do people pay campaigns money for merchandise? You want to pay them money to wear an ugly red hat? Either side of the spectrum, if you're enthusiastic enough to buy and wear their merchandise, you're probably the kind of person I want to steer clear of. Best comment I have seen recently is that American politics has turned into a sport. You don't care how your team wins as long as they win, and you will support them no matter what they do. Totally agree, and that's a partisan opinion. On both sides, if you support a political party like your football team, you are stupid. Honest question, what is the time and place for wearing political merch in your opinion? In an odd way, it's turned to being very similar to wearing an artist's merch or a sports jersey in public. I don't think this is right though. There should be a difference in fans and supporters. I guarantee you that anyone wearing said merch/jerseys could tell you a lot about who they're a fan of. Most people sporting political clothing/accessories just do it to fit into a sector of our super polarized political climate. It made more sense in my head. I don't know, man. Shrugging, light skin tone. I have some political campaign t-shirts and hats. Once I put on a shirt or hat for the day, I don't give a thought to what's on it for the rest of the day. I think going out of my way to change clothes to go to McDonald's at 8 a.m. would be much weirder than going in whatever I'm wearing, and anyone who has a problem with what I'm wearing can shove their complaint up their ass. That goes for band t-shirts or movie t-shirts too, or whatever I'm wearing, not just campaign clothes. LOL, I like how you put blue, but we all know you just mean red. Because when the hell do you see someone wearing a Dem merch? By wearing Democratic or Republican clothing they're showing they support that party, meaning those are their beliefs. It is no different than wearing sports clothing. It doesn't mean they're looking for a political conversation, just that they're actively interested in the party or candidate they support. I think for a little-known candidate it makes a lot of sense. I don't want to summon the Yang Gang, but I think their merch definitely helped advertise the candidate to people who wouldn't have heard of him otherwise. If your politics end at your front doorstep, then I don't think you understand politics. I feel the same way with clothes with company logos. I'm not paying to give them advertisement. Wearing merch of a politician in general is fucking weird. Honestly, as a German, I didn't believe it the first time I heard of this. I was washing my hands in the bathroom at work when a dude just starts going off to me about politics. Like, dude, I'm just trying to mind my own business and go back to work. I don't know you, nor do I even want to have this conversation right now. Yes, he was wearing red hat. I work in the service industry, and honestly, red hats are terrible tippers. As an European, it baffles me how willingly people in America are to openly share and debate their political views. Here it is almost rude to ask anyone who they are voting for, and oftenly politics is avoided as a subject of conversation so not to create animosity. I don't mean this as an offense. I very much think it's a great thing. Willingness to discuss politics adds much scrutiny to what the Gov and other public representatives do. It's an informal part of the best system of checks and balances in the world, apart from the bipartisanism and voting system.